Hi, this is Andre Traguba. I am the founder of Conquer School, and I'm also the lead mentor for the How to High School program. In the next few minutes, I'll provide you with some key information about why high school students are struggling and how we can help them get back on track so they can graduate successfully, get into the best universities, and ultimately make your family proud. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First of all, we believe that high school students can do better, much better, because nowadays students struggle with low motivation, they feel overwhelmed, and they don't understand the real purpose of school, so they don't enjoy learning. They feel like school is just something they have to do. When they aren't motivated, they resort to distractions and procrastination, which results in poor study habits. And not to mention the impact of video games and phone addictions that makes learning completely undesirable. You may have considered tutoring or homework help to alleviate these problems, but after doing thousands of tutoring sessions, we discovered that traditional tutoring is not a sustainable solution. You must have heard of this expression: give a man a fish and he will eat for a day, teach a man how to fish and he will provide for himself for the rest of his life. Tutoring is like giving a man a fish. It's a band-aid solution. It provides help for the immediate homework assignment or the upcoming test, but there's always going to be another test, another assignment, and another subject to learn, which means that as a parent, you'll have to continuously pay for tutoring as long as your child is in education. Now, just to be clear, we do not tutor students on individual subjects, as that only leads to short-term boosts in grades. Instead, we mentor kids in teaching them how to be self-reliant and how to learn independently. Okay, so now that you know the main problems, let me tell you a little bit about myself and my Conquer School team. I've gotten my higher education from York University in a Bachelor of Science, but interestingly enough, my expertise largely comes from my experience being a professional gymnast for 18 years of my life. 3 of those years, I was a member of the Canadian national team. This is where I trained 4 hours per day and 6 times per week with some of the best athletes, coaches, and mentors in the country, perfecting my craft. They've taught me how to work hard, take responsibility, and overcome failure. In essence, they've taught me how to live life through the sport of gymnastics, and all I've done is translate those skills towards academics. And that's exactly what I teach my students. Now, with my Conquer School team, we began a project in September 2022 aimed at developing self-reliant and competent youth that are capable of utilizing their skills and talents to make our communities a better place. So, how do we solve the issues I outlined just a few minutes ago? Grab a pen and paper. First, students must know why they're spending over 30 hours per week in the classrooms. Many feel as though they're going to school because somebody told them so. However, it is crucial that students understand that high school is the practice ground for real life. In order to develop that intrinsic motivation, students must know what they want to pursue in the future and why school is the place to develop those skills. Because let's be honest, you cannot become a successful doctor or lawyer or an entrepreneur if you cannot complete your homework consistently. Next, after the students are intrinsically motivated, they must learn how to be less busy and more productive. In the second stage of this framework, you must become a master of your own time. Everyone knows those kids who barely study and still get fantastic results. Successful students don't study for excessive amounts of time. They leverage their time management skills to be infinitely more productive than the average individual. They do this by destroying distractions and eliminating procrastination. Now, this isn't done through sheer willpower. They have systems set up to keep their focus on the most important tasks. Finally, once the first 2 components are learned, students can begin to master their subjects at school. There are 3 types of subjects: memorization-based subjects such as history and biology. There are precision-based subjects like math, physics, and chemistry that involve precise calculations. And there are assignment-based subjects such as English or social studies. Many students tend to conflict that note-taking applies to all subject areas. However, Each of these types of subjects will be studied completely differently. For example, taking notes and reading the textbook as a way to study for math is like trying to learn how to play soccer by reading a soccer book, but never actually kicking a ball. No matter how many times you read that book, you will not know how to play soccer without consistently practicing. These are some of the critical skills that students must develop in high school in order to be successful in university. In order to deliver these teachings in a succinct and systematic manner, we have developed the How to High School program to take ambitious students and walk them through a step-by-step process on how to achieve top grades consistently, regardless of their classroom circumstances. Whether they have a good teacher or a bad teacher, they can still achieve the grades they want independently. In this 10-week program, we walk the students through the 3-step framework I just shared with you in great detail. So here's some more information about the program. Each week, the students are required to attend a 2-hour lecture where I'll be teaching them the following topics. However, listening to me speak about the content does not inspire a change in behavior. This is why we designed the program to be action-based, meaning that with each week of mentorship, students will be given a homework assignment and a daily challenge to complete. And each task is deliberately designed to have the students incorporate the teachings into their own life throughout the 10 weeks. Weekly homework assignments and challenges are not optional. We keep the students accountable in completing their work fully. Students will work independently and in groups to complete the assigned work. Each week, they will be granted points, and the point system is designed to incentivize students to complete more challenges each week, meaning that they will apply the teachings more diligently into their own lives. Successful graduates will receive a certificate of completion, and those who participate the most, do the most challenges, and go above and beyond will receive prizes at the end of the program. We deeply honor students who work hard, have big goals, they are ambitious, and ruthlessly take action. Now, you may also be wondering about the time commitment that's required from the students in terms of completing the mandatory homework and challenges each week. Students can expect to dedicate anywhere between 30 minutes to 3 hours per week to fully complete the work. Before you apply, make sure that your child can make this time commitment. The class schedule is outlined in the section below this video. Communication. All correspondence with the students will occur over our private Discord community. This is where they will receive their weekly assignments and submit their work. All communication with the parents will be conducted over a Telegram group chat where I will be updating you with lecture recordings and the progress that the students are making. So here are some basic requirements for the students before you apply. Number 1, they must be of high school age, anywhere between grade 9 to grade 12. Number 2, they must be ambitious, meaning they want to achieve their peak potential. And number 3, be willing to put in the work, because without completing the required homework and challenges, there will be no change in behavior and no change in their outcomes at school. Now, the most important lesson that my coaches have taught me is that if you want to become a winner, you must spend your time around other winners and learn from those who have gotten the results that you desire. And Conquer School is where winners congregate. So if you are serious about helping your child succeed in academics long term, consider submitting an application. And keep in mind that we can only take on 10 to 12 students at a time due to the amount of effort and attention that's required per student. So if you would like your child to be enrolled in the next cohort, do not wait until the last minute because we have limited availability. Now, once your application is submitted and is successful, one of our team members will reach out to you to schedule an appointment with your family and conduct the onboarding. That's all for me, and I look forward to meeting you.